Hi everybody, it's Erin from Awakening Personal Power, and today I want to talk about the idea of liberation and how it's different from freedom, which we have been talking about in the Facebook group for a couple of weeks now, especially last week. So freedom is the essence, one of the essences of money. So what's behind money for a lot of people is this idea of freedom, which is why they want the money, so that they can have the freedom. Not knowing always, or not remembering always, that the freedom is what creates the money and not the other way around. So we talked a lot about that last week, so you can check out last week's posts and things like that, and YouTube channel as well. Today I want to talk about this idea of liberation, complete freedom from any type of suffering. And the way I see suffering is attachment to things going a certain way, attachment to particular circumstances. So in the Buddhist teachings, the Four Noble Truths talk about the cause of suffering, and a lot of people misinterpret this, I think, but they talk about the cause of suffering. It's not desires that are the cause of suffering, it's our attachment to things going a specific way. Desires are attached to a frequency. That's good, because a frequency is expansion. If behind that desire is this frequency of freedom, and you tune into freedom, wanting to create the money or wanting to create abundance in your experience, that's a good thing. As you tune into freedom, you expand, you become more free. Others feel the freedom in your essence, and they start to vibrate with it if they're open to it. So desire also creates expansion. It creates the idea of something new, a new experience, and it's how the universe builds on itself and expands on itself, and how all of these different variety of experiences get to be experienced. So desires are part of the human experience. So how can they be bad? We can label them as bad. We're actually labeling humanity as bad. We're labeling ourselves and our nature as bad. So it's not the desire, it's the attachment. And this is how the Buddha said it, is the attachment to the desire that creates the suffering. So the attachment itself is the thing that creates the suffering. So let's say that you want a certain amount of money and it isn't coming through. And because of your attachment to this specific amount of money, you're now suffering, right? To whereas you could still have the desire, you could still be tuning into the essence of it, you could still be vibrating at, oh, what would it feel like to have that amount of money? What would that provide for me? What's underneath that desire? What's the essence of it? What's the frequency? What's the vibration of it? If I tune into that, how does that feel? That's different. You're not attached in that way. You're tuning in. And as you tune in, various opportunities open up and different pathways to that, whatever that will provide, open up and allow themselves to be available to you as you tune into that frequency. A limitless number of pathways can open up for the evolution and expansion of that particular frequency. And so the thing that you may have desired in the beginning can change into the more expanded version of what that really is. So instead of the money, it's you're really wanting a deeper connection with people. A lot of times we find out there's very strange things behind the things that we desire, things that we wouldn't have thought at first. So it opens up this limitless place. So in that way, the desire is positive. Attachment creates suffering. So what is liberation? Liberation is understanding how that works and knowing that you are already free. Understanding that freedom is available in every moment and that you already are free and that you're choosing your own suffering when it happens. That's liberation. And liberation is always available to us. It's always here. It's always waiting. It's always here. It's always available. So I hope this has provided some support and helped. I'd love to hear your insights or any questions that you have below, and I'll see you next time.